It was a joyful and hard experience for me. I have gone to my church since I was 6 months old, and it was not easy to not be on the same side of the issue as some people who had been beloved Sunday school teachers and youth directors and church moms. But I knew deeply in my heart that this was what we needed to do. And we voted over 3 years ago to become a reconciling congregation. The vote was 100-6, and it was a joyous moment. Since that time, I've had even more experiences. People continually ask me, are you gay? Are your children gay? Do you have a sibling who's gay? Why do you care about this? I don't know. I guess the only thing I can say is, for me, it's a justice issue. It's just something that has never, ever seemed anything but the right way for a church to be. I have a male friend. He is 53 years old. He was incredibly active in his home church for many, many years. He was choir director. He did nursing home and hospital visitation. And one Sunday, one of the new pastors preached from the pulpit while he was sitting in the congregation about the sinners among us, about how God loves the sinner and hates the sin. And we all know who I'm talking about. So this poor man who had been part of this church community his whole life, whose family had been part of the church community his whole life, left church that morning knowing that he couldn't go back. He finally went back when they assigned a new pastor. That went okay for a little while, and then one weekday the pastor called his parents into the church and said, we would like you to tell your son that if he comes forward for elements, he will not be served because of his lifestyle. That man did not go to church for years. I begged him to come to my church. And he did. And he's a very active part of my church. What I'm ashamed of was that I never told him that our church has a book of discipline that says that who he is incompatible with Christian teaching. And I want there to be a day that I don't ever have to be ashamed of that.